Okay, guys. So this orange showed up here in this chipboard wall, so I thought I might take us a little bit of time to talk about how to start to fill in and create a poche. Because for the most part, when you guys are showing your designs, it's not really important to show the kind of full assembly because you're not at that point. You're not going to be, brick and, air gap and then, chipboard and all the things. So it's probably more handy for you guys to know how to present your drawings in a beautiful way without that all that clutter. So, couple things we're gonna touch on poche, but I also want to talk about joining elements, and you'd only do this once you're kind of at you know the stages of starting to present your work, and not before, just because if you move something, it'll unjoin. So essentially, what we're doing is we're just going to start to look at things that should be connected, floors that meet walls, where you have this kind of extra line that we really would rather that just kind of flow as solid mass, and then just show the architecture kind of beyond. So it's pretty simple. Should just hit this join geometry, and you'll see that what happened right here is it took that kind of hard line and removed it, and so now you have more of the kind of outline silhouette going on. So it's pretty simple to do. Occasionally you'll find something that just doesn't want to join, and you'll have to kind of move it around until it actually it does it. But for the most part, it's pretty simple as long as your model's kind of built right. All right, so you're going to be doing this to all of your sections. If you need to do it, you'll also be doing it in plans. I'll expect you to have cleaned up anything that needs to be joined so that you get that kind of perfect cut line. But then there's another thing I want to kind of cover. This drawing right now looks really kind of muddy, even though maybe we're on consistent color, but apparently I haven't added a lot of materials. But even then, when you have kind of a dark poche in some places, a light poche in others, light gray, gray's probably not your best friend anyway, because it will just kind of muddy up the drawing. So to make this a little bit sharper and crisper, what I should do is look at a poche color that makes it kind of the mass pop out, and so I can really then see the space in a better way and understand it in a better way. So this is how you're going to do it. There's kind of a lot of ways to go about it, but you'll notice that when you're in course, you kind of have it shows up differently than if you're in fine, right? We've already kind of, we already know, and also the structure will look different and things of that nature. So, I mean, course is always a good place to start, but eventually you're going to want to get to at least medium, if not fine. And probably mediums is a good place to be. You can be on either one. I don't really care. But so how to control this. So what you're going to do is you're going to assign a view template. We've already kind of covered that. So this one's going to be, for sections. And we'll go ahead and apply that. It did whatever, well, actually, we should probably make sure that it does what we want it to do. So, we'll just right click on sections, and we'll just apply, create a view template from properties. So let's just call this the sections. And you're going to do the same procedure on all of your view templates. So just kind of remember what I'm doing right now. So we're going to go to edit. You're going to be right here. And you can see right here it has cut pattern. So it has all these different things. But unless there's a problem with this, I'm going to just cheat. I'm just going to grab all of them, even though I'm not probably using half of them. And I'm going to just go under cut patterns, and I'm going to override and go into a solid fill. And then for just so we can see what's going on, we're going to give it a very bright color. And we're going to say OK. And absolutely nothing happened. I think that's because we, right here, for whatever reason, it didn't assign section to this view, so we'll do that. Okay, and so then you can see, now we have something that really looks pretty darn good. It really gives us a sense of what is solid and what is space. I'm probably still not, particularly happy with it as far as the fact that there's no understanding of kind of materiality or whatnot. So I'd probably still want to be tweaking that. I've assumed that's kind of actually more to do with how I'm handling my materials, and you guys will have something different. So so then we'd just go in and we'd edit the view templates we've already created, do the same thing, and we should be good to go. I mean, and depending on how many view templates you have, you'll just have to kind of rinse and repeat. But do make sure that what is connected looks good, and I will expect that to happen on everything you have. If you've set up your sectional perspectives, they should have Poche. Everything should have Poche. Now, whether you use orange, that's kind of your own. Orange is a pretty intense color. So the other way you could go about it is like, well, I really just want, to show up white with everything, and hope that then now with white, because specifically if you're using shadows, white will be a good poche to have, because it really just it makes the walls kind of come to the foreground and let the space recede. And then it's really easy for our eyes to detect kind of what is mass and what is void, and that makes all of this read a lot stronger. So I think that would probably be my default, is go to white. All right.